Preparing live screen. Preparing live screen. Come on and pull up so I can mute you. There we go. All right, so we got that muted. I want to go here. Make sure I got this up. So y'all know how y'all be asking me, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Because I ain't going to give y'all the opportunity to get on me like that. I ain't going to give you the opportunity, child. Let's see. Weedy, where you at? Because I'm using you for an example today. You is going to be the example today.
I think Whitty jumped out by accident.
Let's see.
I'm still here.
You know Whitty sit in the back of the bus. Listen. So welcome you guys to week 4. That means you have been through 3 full weeks of this boot camp. And I want you to first just congratulate yourself, like clap it up for you. If there's anything I can say to y'all is that, like, after last week 2, y'all felt a little weighted. Week 3, y'all looked like y'all was in the last round of a fight between you and Mike Tyson. But listen, today, y'all been on that energy. And I like it. I said, okay, yeah. We got to put all that energy to the test. So I hope you got a lot of it. I hope you got a lot of it, baby. Let's go. Listen, I'm ready. So when I really think about the weeks coming up to this week, there's a list of things that you should have. And this is what I want y'all to do. I know all of y'all got some type of note in front of y'all, right? I know all y'all got some type of note in front of y'all. Let me make sure that it's 5. And what I want you to do, I want you to, and actually you can put this in the chat if you want to. This would be good to go in the chat. We go do a rating system of 1 to 10. 1 to 10. I should do 1 to 5. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm gonna do 1. No, I'm gonna do 1 to 10 because I like what 10 ends up to after I end it. Listen, so we go do a rating system of 1 to 10. Now, I'm gonna call out these things, and what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to tell me where you feel like you at, your honest, bona fide, certified opinion of you, and not no insecurity stuff neither. Your actual facts of where you feel like you at, and I want you to put 1 to 10. No, let's do 1 to 5. We're gonna do 1 to 5 because 1 to 5 gonna simplify it as we get through it. So 1 to 5, where are you at in your routine? It was the first thing that we started with, first thing we talked about. So in routine,
Mo dropped that number before you even got the whole sentence.
She really did. She really did. That might be her answer for all of them. Did she drop that so fast? She Simone said I'm halfway. Here on everything. It don't matter what you said. I'm halfway. All right, so we got a 2.5. We got a 3. We got a 2. We got 4. We got 2. We got 3. We got 4. Okay. More like 3.5. We acting unsure now. We acting unsure. Choose wisely. You know, choose ye this day. Listen. All right. So routine. So okay, understandable. Now, I want you to ask me this. I want you to answer me this. When it comes down to your brand, thinking of the brand layout, how well do you feel like your brand is presented from all of your social medias? You know what I'm saying? This, which I say all because we can talk about your main one, or we can talk about just the one you push. But how well do you feel like your brand is presented, as in you presenting your brand? 1 to 5, what you got? Brown Light Chick, did you mean to type out them numbers? She over there looking like her answer looking like a Texas calculator answer. Y'all remember all them numbers the Texas calculator used to give? Used to be like, why does this thing not understand rounding up? And
when you forget to move the decimal point.
That joke would be 7.6655938. I used to be asking, hey, you want the whole answer that I got? Or you just want me to just say 3? Which one? Because this is a long answer. That look, you used to do a problem, and that's how you do. You type stuff in wrong. When it was too long, you said, "You're like, Matt, what you got?" you don't even want me to. Yeah, let me do it again. You gotta tell me again what the problem was. One, because of your new change. Okay, Chisa. That's an interesting answer. Because your content for this is better than it was from what you were doing before. So that's crazy. But that's a good, honest answer. I like it. All right. How well do you understand your target audience? 1 to 5. 1 to 5. How well you understand your target audience? 1 to 5. 1 to 5. We got 3.
Can you repeat that last question for me?
How well do you understand your target audience? Like knowing what they is, knowing what you're supposed to be giving them. How well you understand? Okay. All right.
Can you have a caveat for that? Because when you come and you do the video strong, then Ursula come in and like, no. Change all of it. That's how. Listen, I was like, oh, my 5 till I put it in, and Ursula come back and be like, do it over, or you be like, change this, then that, then it'll be good.
Well, that you still may understand your target audience. You may just had to, shift up the delivery form. You know what I'm saying? Still the same people. We just changed the meal.
I'm gonna stick with my 3 because I'm cute, but I ain't that cute. Not today.
Okay, well, I just wanted to state for the record that you said that, not me. So, all right. So, your goals. How well do you feel like you know where you're going? That's the goal question. Do you feel like you know what you're trying to accomplish? Do you feel like you know where you pushing to? If you ended up where you wanted to be, would you say this is exactly where I was going? Or would you be like, how the hell did I get over here? Let's see. Shoot, that one the strongest. So hope y'all finished your goal charts. 5, 5, 5. Okay, 4. Okay. Let's see. That's all right. And don't ever lie, because know I look before I see that. So if you would have said I did, I would have just hit one of these. My daddy, when he think you lying, he always say, I heard that. He be like, I just looking for like, he not believe what you saying. Okay. Now getting into some of what we're going to talk about tonight. Let me put it like this. How confident are you in your ability to sell? 1 to 5. To sell. How confident are you in your ability to sell?
To sell, like sell the product. I know she's like, what do you say?
You standing in front of me, can you sell it to me? How confident are you in your ability to sell your product? Let's see, 3.5, 3.1, 3.
Matt, after we finish these questions, can we start off with the sales exercise first? I have an amazing one.
Oh yeah, listen, you read my mind. You read my mind because that's exactly what I was about to do. Exactly. I wonder if we think about the same one. I wonder if we think about it. We probably is, because we both come from the wireless industry, so we probably think about the same thing. Both you say they love to do for Matt. Can we get Matt to do the training? All out there in Utah. Can we get Matt to do the training? Getting that training, they like, hey, why we ask for him again? Because my man is over here. My man is over here testing my Jesus. Folk felt like they didn't know their name after they got through with me. But before I came, I thought my name was Chris. I'm trying to fool with Matt. I'm not really sure.
And y'all, just so y'all know, we're going to do private live practice. So you're going to go live on Instagram private mode, and we're going to do private live practice this coming week. So, Janelle, I see your face. So that we can, because sometimes when y'all be going live, the conversation gets so far drifted from brand and from sales that, you know, and the vibes be good, they be there, right? But we always have to bring it back into the brand. We always have to tie it back in at some point, because we don't want to be on live for 30 minutes. And, you know, even though we vibing and having a good time, right, we still want to get people geared up to get ready to purchase. So we're going to start doing live practice so that we can focus on steering the conversation the way that it needs to go, and practicing on bouncing in between personal and business, finding that good balance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Last question for you. Last one. How confident are you that your content, the last question was you, but how confident are you that your content will sell? I mean, when you know you got to make a post, I mean, if you pick a product, you put it out there for the post, how confident that you go sell something. They go buy what you putting out there. What you talking about? 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay. I do got one more question. I take that back. I do got one more question. All right. Now, out of all them that I just named, let me type them in the chat so y'all will remember. So we got your routine. We got your brand. We got your target audience. We got your goals. We got your ability to sell and your contents ability to sell. Now, let me ask y'all, out of those six, I want you to type in the chat, which one do you feel like you best at? You feel like you probably want, I'm rocking that. Which one you best at? Don't put a number, Chi, so you kind of type, you know. Okay, goals. Shante said target audience. Annette said routine. Janelle said target audience. Mo said target audience. Okay. Where's Witty at? Witty, what you say? Or you still thinking about it?
I'm about to drop it.
Mo, target audience. Janelle, target audience. Queen D, target audience. Okay. Target audience. Okay. So a lot of y'all feel like you know exactly what your target audience is. All right, last one. Which one you feel like you're worst at? And remember, you got brand, target audience, you got your goals, routine, ability to sell, and your content's ability to sell. So Janelle said content ability to sell. Okay. Okay. She's a target audience. We just said content ability to sell. Queen D, content ability to sell. Mo said content ability to sell. Huh. Is that everybody? I think everybody went on that one. Okay. All right. So I did that exercise, and now that I know how to save the notes, I probably save these. But I did that exercise because I wanted to see going into week 4, I wanted you to do the exercise so that you could even look at yourself and say, what do I feel like I'm at? You get what I'm saying? And notice how y'all's best are mixes of different stuff, with the heaviest being target audience. But the average toughest one and the leading one is your content's ability to sell. That is what y'all have the least amount of confidence in. So today, what's crazy is as some of the young kids say, man, that's brazy. What's brazy on it is that's what we talk about today. We're going to end this with the sales chart, but the sales chart is so simple of an assignment. We're going to get to that, but we're going to do some activities first, and I am going to describe to you why you should be selling. Because right now, these first 3 weeks coming into this 4th week, you haven't sold much. The question that's probably in y'all mind is, did I expect that? Now that's what's gonna run you crazy through the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, does he expect me to sell? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, that's a rhetorical question, meaning you already know the answer. You understand what I'm saying? But we're going to do an activity because the one thing I want y'all to develop, and Ursula already knew it. That's why I love it. I didn't even talk to Ursula today, but she already knew. We're going to do a sales. We might do 2 sales activities, because if Ursula does a different one than what I'm thinking of, we're going to do that one. Then we're going to do another one. We're going to go to the sales chart. We're going to go to sleep. We're going to go to sleep. So, Ursula, I want to let you do your activity first. What activity do we have for the people tonight?
I think it may be different from what it is that you may be doing, but you okay?
You know, when you're on TikTok all day, sounds just pop in your head at any time. And the I love you every day. They just came to me.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, because when you are, and if you, first of all, put a little hand or something in the comment section, because I want to know how many of you guys have a sales background outside of your business.
Oh, I can tell you not, none of them.
Janelle says she got sales background.
I sold life insurance for a while, and I did particularly well at it.
Okay.
But this whole doing through social media is way different for me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So Mo has sales history too. Okay, so if you have ever, worked in a sales job where it's probably majority commission, and most of them, they tend to ask you, regardless of whatever it is that they ask you in the interview, right? They tend to give you something on the spot. You have no idea what it is, and they ask you to sell it to them. Like, how would you sell this to me? How would you sell this to a potential client, whatever the case may be, right? So you don't have time to prep. You don't have time to prepare, which is very much similar to social media. You don't have time to prep what someone's going to ask you about a product, or to guide them to your website to purchase. You don't have time to prep what someone's going to randomly ask you on live to get you over to their website, or to recommend a product. You're going off very, very little information. So you have to sell off of the basis. Let me hit all of the necessary points that could trigger something within somebody. So I'm going to show you guys a couple different, probably we got a lot of y'all, so maybe 3 different items. And I want you to sell it to me. I want you to sell me that item. What would you say to me to sell this item to get me to purchase it from you versus, anybody else? Like, what kind of stands out? I want to hear your sales technique and how you would approach it. So 1 second, and I'm gonna get the item. 1 second.
I love you every day. Some of y'all wonder how you can make so many videos. It got to already be up there. Ursula run around grabbing random things in the house. I can guarantee you that right now.
I was not. My baby, y'all saw her pinching at my mole. All right, so this is the first thing. And you can choose which one go first, or I'm gonna start calling names. So this is the first one. It's a notebook. Regular notebook with a pocket. Let me show you the little pocket. A little pocket at the front. Double-sided pocket at the front. Regular pink notebook with leaves, woodsy stuff. Pink notebook. All right, so who wants to sell this notebook to me first?
3, 2, 1. Janelle goes first. I told you I didn't
Because
like
I knew
it.
you was gonna call on me.
Yep,
I felt that deep down in my shanana. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hold on. Queen D, you can start typing yours in the chat.
I think she's driving right now, so she might be on.
Oh, she driving? Okay. She said she's at work.
Can you find the notebook again, please?
Absolutely. So it is a pink notebook. Hold on, let me move this down. Pink notebook. It got a little double pocket in the front and the back, just regular line paper. Pink notebook.
It's an advanced player. Let me turn my stopwatch on, because you also have to sell this to me within 60 seconds.
Yeah, because that's all the time you got. When you on live, you don't have 5 minutes to sit there and break it all the way down. You only got a couple seconds.
All right.
You ready?
So listen, I know all notebooks are not created equal, but this one here is special, and it's near and dear to my heart because it's my favorite color, and I know you like it because I like it, and you wouldn't be in my space if you didn't like the things that I like. So listen, this notebook is pink. It's got really cute flowers and leaves and whatnot on the front of it. But the thing I love about it most is the extra storage on the inside. It's got 2 pockets on the inside. It's basic line paper, but you can sketch, you can draw, you can write all your notes for day to day. But honestly, it's the ideal notebook for anybody to kind of tuck in their purse. It's the perfect size. So you want this one or you want the one I got in blue?
All right, so out of a scale of 10, I'm going to give you a 6. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to give you a 6. The reason I'm going to give you a 6 is because the point of view majority of the time was from your point of view versus the person that you're talking to. So for instance, instead of saying, I like it because of this, or it's this because right? You already want to assume that it's theirs. It's in their possession. So you want to make sure you're using words like you, we, us, words that bring it together so that they're already in their mind. Oh, it's mine. You're just the ending perfect. You don't give them the option of, yes or no is which one you want. Like, which card would you like to use? Are we using Visa, MasterCard, American Express? How are you living? Black card, Cash App, what it wouldn't do. I have it all, right? But we have to immediately start it off from the aspect of how it is going to work for them in their life. So instead of saying, you're going to like it because you're coming into my space and I like it, or you're going to want this because it's pink and I like pink, all of those different things. And this is just random stuff, what you could say is, instead of saying, I like it, so you'll like it. Oh my God, this is one of the best-selling notebooks. I'm telling you, it's going to make your life so much easier. It has these double folds in the front. So instead of you having to pull out papers and try to put them somewhere else, guess what? If a paper rips out, fold it in half and you can put it here. You don't have to lose it. This pink color, oh my God, you're going to love it because it calms you, blah, 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 right? You're putting it from their perspective and things that will relate directly to them versus from you. So that's the only reason why I would give you a 6, because your descriptive words were amazing. It's just when you say it from your POV, you're automatically losing them from some point, and you have to come in straight from theirs. But everything else was great.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any input, Matt?
Nope. Ready for the next one.
All right, who wants to go next?
Mo's next.
Why?
I swear, look, I swear Mo be thinking she invisible sometimes. Like she be over there sprinkling dust on her, so she just disappeared.
No, for real. Like, me? All these people and you pick me?
Oh, let me tell you what it says on the front. Make time for the wildflowers. I should have led with that. I'm sorry, Janelle.
Make time for the wildflowers. Okay, cool. All right, so y'all, we here to talk about notebooks. We all love notebooks, and y'all know I love a good notebook. Pink is the color of the season. It says make time for the wildflowers. So we're real big on self-care over here. That also means make time for you. So all my girls and guys who need that reminder, go ahead and click on the link in my bio. Make sure that you grab this notebook so that you can make time for the wildflowers and for yourself. That's all I got.
Okay, so ending was really, really good. Great call to action. I am going to give you like a 5.5. And the reason I'm going to give you a 5.5 is because we didn't touch on pain points enough. Like you said, make time for the wildflower. We said, we focus on self-care over here, right? But you could have went a little bit further as to what that self-care kind of looks like. And it don't have to be, 10, you got 60 seconds, right? So it don't have to be 10 minutes like, oh my God, make sure you come home, do this. No. So when you say, we focus on self-care over here, and sometimes, we got to write it out. People be getting on our nerves. We got to talk about it. So we got to write it down. Or, something little stuff like self-care, I forgot to drop off my packages today. I'm gonna write that down because I care about me. I care about my refund from Amazon, making it a little bit more personal. And if you're gonna focus on making time for the wildflowers, of course, things can be taken any kind of way. But in me, for my mind, what I feel like make time for the wildflowers is slow down, a little bit. So if you're gonna focus on saying something like that, depending on what that means to you, sit on that just for a little bit so that you are able to connect with them a little bit deeper on that, because hitting those pain points for them, why they would need that, why they would want to make time for the wildflower. Maybe it's someone that you're talking to that's busy, you never know. But if you're going to use that as something that you stand on, then focus on them slowing down a little bit in life and taking just a couple seconds to really just smell the roses, because those phrases in my mind are almost the same. It's just different. So that's the only reason I would give it. The ending was great. How you told them, go ahead and go get it, buy it, all that other stuff. You made it fun, you made it lively, but we just have to make it a little bit more personal so they'll connect with it more.
Mm-hmm. Queen D typed hers in the chat, so I'm gonna read it to you. She said, I'm gonna make it sound like how I think she would make it sound when she's doing videos. Look at this notebook. It's pink with wildflowers. It has a great quote and says, make time for the wildflowers. I know you're going to love the pockets inside for all your extra papers. So go on over to my website and get you
one. All right, so Queen D, we will have to redo that entire sales pitch. I am not even going to lie to you. The reason is because it's extremely robotic. It's just saying what the item is, but it's not giving it any kind of life. You had the call to action there, which is great, but it had no life to it. It had no, oh, I want to buy that, right? Because you could have one person holding a Reese's in their hand and they're like, oh, you should get this Reese's, I'm selling it for $1. you'll love it. Or you have someone else holding this Reese's Thomas, this the best candy on the market. When I tell you bite into it and that peanut butter just explodes in your mouth, like I know y'all liking peanut butter. It's a big difference. So what you typed in was very robotic, and I'm pretty sure a lot of that has to do with the fact that you had to type it in. But just based on what was written, we would need to redo it to add some personality that I know you have in there. The same way, like how you be talking about your scrubs, the same way.
Mm-hmm. Shantae's next. Doesn't get an option.
Hold on, something on my screen. So we head back to school, right? You need notebooks. You need folders. We got one that got them both. We got a notebook that contains a folder inside. So you don't need to grab two different things. You can just grab one thing and head out the door. Brain freezing. Really cute and colored, nice style. Has quotes on the inside. You can use it for whatever you need it for, journaling. But the bottom line is it's time to grab your notebooks and your folders and get back to class. Links in the bio.
I want you to stop. Well, you did stop, but I was thinking about that in my head for a couple seconds because I want to show y'all something. The first part you did was all you needed. You just needed to round it off with the call to action. And that is when that's exactly what she did is what overthinking looks like. Because after she was done, she thought about it again and started going. It was done. It was done. But now Ursula can give you a rating. But she gonna rate the whole thing. But I want to let you know, if you would have stopped, whatever rating she give you, if you would have stopped, it's gonna be that would have been a different number than the one she finna give you right now.
Yeah, so based on the fact that you kept going, I'm gonna have to give you like a 6. But had you stopped and added your call to action, it definitely would have been like an 8. The reason is because immediately, and of course school has already started, right? But you came from a perspective of we about to go back in school, targeting a little bit older kids, like around a teenager, just based off what you're saying, so you're reducing the amount of things that they have to carry in your sales thing, letting them know not only is it functional, it's cute at the same time. Like you're gonna love this, it's gonna help, you're gonna be in and out the door. You hit a lot of pain points in a short amount of time. The only thing you needed to do was, and of course we don't want to just say link in the bio. We want to add it, a little bit of flair to it. So points taken off for you just saying link in the bio and not giving it a little bit of what's that word? It's not pizzazz. It's something, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Not having that. Yeah, a little sauce. So, but the fact that you hit all those pain points in a short amount of time is a really, really good thing. So you got them in off of functionality, off of decorations, or how cute it is, all of those different things. All you have to do is tweak it and then stop questioning yourself. Stop doubting yourself. You don't have to add on more. You don't have to go the extra mile to sell stuff. Like, I'm gonna need you to trust in yourself just a little bit more, because it started off really, really good. Then you started adding on more stuff that it just didn't need.
Mm-hmm. Whitty is next.
Alrighty. Hey sis, I have this super cute pink notebook. This notebook will be awesome to jot down important thoughts, or you might have some documents that you need to place in these convenient pockets that we have in this notebook. And let's not forget.
Wait, real quick, did you write this down?
No.
This is off the dome.
Yeah, it's off the dome.
Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to take like 3 seconds, right, to take a breath. And how you talk to me, how you talk to Matt, how you talk to all of us, that's how I want you to talk. I don't want like those pauses. The way you deliver as well is just as important as what you say, because right now it's a lot of pauses in between everything that you say, and it sounds like a commercial versus a conversation. So this is what I'm hearing. This is what it sounds like. It's like, welcome into so-and-so. Here today, we have XYZ versus, welcome into the store. How can I help you today? It's a big difference in your delivery. So I want you to take a couple seconds to just breathe. And then I want you to start again, but just talk from the heart and not from the mind.
Okay. Okay. Hey sis, I have this super cute pink notebook. It has a pretty fun statement on the front of the notebook that I think would be awesome to keep you motivated throughout the day. Inside the notebook, we have some pockets that you could throw important documents in if you need to place paper in there to make sure that you don't lose it. And it's filled with beautiful flowers that will help brighten your day. You should definitely grab this notebook. Tap the link in the bio to grab yours.
All right, Whitty, let me ask you something. If your sister saw this notebook, is that how you would sell it to her?
No.
How would you say it to your sister or your friend that came over?
I would probably say, I found this really nice pink notebook and it has beautiful flowers on it. And I think you would like the statement written on the front because it will help keep you motivated throughout the day. And I think the pockets is super cool because you don't want to lose any documents. So you could just place the documents in the 2 pockets that come with the notebook. And you should definitely grab it because it'll be useful for you to take to work with you every day. Something like that.
Whitty, that was 10 times better than the first one you said.
Okay.
That was 10 times better. I want you guys to come off mute for a second because I'm going to ask you a question. Based on the first time that she said and the last time, which one did you feel like you would respond to more? And why?
The second kind of gave me that like, hey girl, hey vibe. Like it was for me, not just because I happened to be in the room. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it was not personal to the point that like, you know everything about me, but it was like you kind of got her vibe, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't just well, since you in here, let me go ahead and get you to get this notebook, girl. It was like, no, like sis, you need this. Like, go ahead and get you one.
Okay, who's next?
It was more, I like the second one. It was more like a conversation. Like she was just talking to me about the notebook and why I should get the notebook.
I agree. The last one was definitely more conversational as opposed to the first one. Like you said, it was a bit, I guess, robotic in terms of just like giving facts about it and not really putting any feeling or emotion behind it.
Yeah, the first one kind of seemed scripted. So like something that you have to say versus something that you want to say.
Yeah,
So
Whitty, I'm
we have to choose.
gonna be working with you to teach you a skill set. So,
hold on, Matt, Chisa was talking.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Chisa.
I'm asking, so do we have to choose one or the other? Because I wouldn't have bought it from her either time.
No, that's honesty. If you feel like,
I wouldn't have bought it because
either time.
I just felt like the first time was like, you just taking too damn long to talk about this damn notebook. And then the second time it was like, oh, I'm here just because these people made me come.
Okay. And let me tell y'all something. This is the honesty that you need. This is the honesty that I will give you. just from all of you guys. So that's the reason that I wanted you guys to kind of chime in on your opinions. And I know Queen D can't come off mute because she at work, but I wanted you to chime in on your opinions, because it doesn't only matter how I see it and how I understand it, right? Because a lot of the times I see it much differently than other people who haven't been in sales in 10 years. But you're going to be talking to people who probably aren't in sales. So they're going to be looking at things from a different perspective. And it's good to hear it from those different perspectives. Oh, I see Janelle, you off mute. You wanted to say something?
What I was going to say is, because I know kind of how, like, Whitty's overall tone and how she speaks, that's why I can say yes, number 2 over number 1. If I'm a stranger, I probably wouldn't, because I wouldn't really know if it was scripted or if it's something that she's genuinely interested in. But knowing her and knowing her tone, because I'm sure even brand wise, that comes across in her brand that she's a more soft-spoken, kind of mild-mannered person. If I know her and I know her brand, yeah, I'm gonna buy it from her, because I know that's genuine conversation from her.
Yeah. So I want you guys to understand, y'all are going to be doing a lot of sales practice this week as well. So this week is going to be a little bit more intense, because you're going to be doing your sales practice, your content practice, your live practices. You have a lot going on this week, because with you not having the strength to do your content with your sales, your ability to sell it through your content, that's going to be a lot of the focus. Making sure that comes very, very clear across, while not, compromising the structure of the brand. Matt, what'd you have to say? I'm sorry.
So whenever I used to have employees that was like with it, and some of them would already have this skill set, but with them, I'm gonna be helping you with this. When you know your tone of voice is different, you don't say it like how we would say it. You say it how you would say it. And sometimes that's the confusing part. Whitty speaks in way less words than the rest of us. I used to get taught a trick. And the trick was, when we would do trainings like this, I would count how many words the person would say. I would literally sit there and count. The best of them was sometimes the introverts, who would literally just say less words. So Whitty, were you trying to come up with a long description of it? No, you just go to the point of what you would say. And sometimes even your moves would be different. So then what I want you to do with it, I'm in front of you and you got the notebook. Don't think about how we told everybody else to say it. I want you to give me that notebook in the shortest way. Don't think, say it. Think you finna give me this notebook. What you finna say to me? I don't see you coming. You walking up on me. You finna give me the notebook. What you gonna say?
You got this, Whitty. If you talking, we can't hear you. You on mute. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, hold on.
It's okay. I know this is one of them. You had talked about it before. This is one of them areas for you, and this is a safe place. People who, like, this is where you go learn and cultivate your voice.
Whitty, I want you to know something, right? Like, me and Whitty been dealing for a minute, almost the whole year, right? And she is one of those powerhouses that I talk about all the time. Like, and I'm pretty sure you guys said she's amazing at what she does, right? Like, and she could be one of the biggest. And Whitty, I want you to know that this practice, everybody has an area where they're not as confident, or an area where they're just not as strong. So I don't want you to take, anybody giving you this critique, or me giving you this critique, or Matt giving you this critique as we don't like what it is you do. We love what it is you do, right? But we want you to be better. We want you to be stronger. We want you to be able to overcome any obstacle. And we're all family up in here. We be talking about, a bit too much stuff, but we know a lot about each other, right? So this is a place where you can come and you can talk. If you feel like you need to cry, you can cry. And that's perfectly okay. We're going to be here regardless. We're going to talk about it regardless. And we still going to push you regardless. Okay? So I want you to know how amazing you are, because you very much so are.
Yep. You ready?
Hold on, man. It's just hard.
I know.
Do you want us to let somebody else go while you take a couple minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody want to say anything to Whitty, then definitely come off mute and say it. You don't have to,
I just want to say that I'm right with you. It's weird because with this sales exercise, I can just do it. Sometimes I can just come on here and I can do stuff and I can say stuff. But when it comes to content and getting in front of that camera, I fold every time. And it's been real hard. So don't be hard on yourself, because we all going through it in one area or another. I guess we just being here till we work out the kinks.
Yep.
I love the way you said it.
I 100% agree. And honestly, Whitty, I want you to know you don't have to fit into anybody else's box. You are who you are. And I guess the biggest thing that we're trying to communicate, that I want to communicate to you, is just let your personality shine through. You may not be an extrovert. I've become an extrovert because I had to be in the field that I'm in. I am very much, I guess, what people consider either a social introvert or like an ambivert, where I can be around people, but not my preference all the time. And so I understand that kind of being reserved and just being more mild-mannered and not really having the fluctuation in your voice and having all the dramatics of it and all of that. If that's not you, you don't have to do that. And I don't think anybody here is pushing you to do that either. I think it's more so we just want you to shine through. So it feels more like you talking to a friend as opposed to feeling like you talking to a stranger.
And if I could just add this real quick, the way that your videos be, I love your videos because they be like real sarcastic. Like, I ain't sure, but I think you can use that. Like, you can use that when you coming to sell something. You walk up to them like, hey, I see you got that notebook and that folder. Do you see what I got in my hand? I got one that got both. You need this in your life. Maybe just try to do it your way.
I can see her saying that because she is very sarcastic.
Mm-hmm. Like, why you walking around here with two things when you can have one?
Right. Sarcasm is a gift for sure. And I think it's one of the things that makes you like the most relatable, because like everybody else is out here trying to be sunshine and rainbows. And that's something that I struggle with too. It's like, am I supposed to be like everybody else, or am I supposed to just ball out how I ball out? LeBron James plays best when he play in the pocket. He make his own rules. He do what he do and he go home. Do what you do and go home. You don't have to be like the unicorn with glitter. You can do it however you want to do it, and you can still be very on brand and true to yourself. But I know it's hard to figure out like what's gonna work, which is why we all here, is to figure it out together.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm sorry, y'all. I have one quick question, and this is so off topic. What does in the pocket mean?
In the pocket mean you in the pocket. You in order.
In the pocket, like you done hit your little sweet spot, like you in the pocket. So like in the pocket can be like when you on the highway and you in that weird space, like you going faster than the slow people, but not as fast as the people who about to get the ticket, like you in the pocket.
Okay.
You could even
Yep.
think of it in terms of music. If you in the pocket, you're literally staying on beat. You staying on course.
Yeah. So Ursa, I want you to go with Chisa and Brown Lock Chick. I'm finna put Witty in a breakout room, and I'll be right back.
All right. You gonna have to show me how to do the breakout rooms whenever you get a chance.
Oh yeah, they're like a trade secret of Zoom because people have definitely went in breakout rooms and never returned.
But you also have to have it on. You also have to have it you have to pay for it.
So I have the one.
We can do breakout room.
I don't know. I have no idea. When I tell you I'm technologically disadvantaged, I am technologically disadvantaged. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay, we can't give Ursula too much at one time now.
y'all gotta, give it to me.
Wrinkle it in. Wrinkle it in. Right.
One step at a time.
Janelle, it's so funny. Let me tell y'all real quick. So Janelle was telling me, she was like, Ursula, she was telling me all this stuff that I could do. And I was just sitting here on the phone listening to her. And I'm like, baby, you done lost me at download, whatever what you told me to download. So the fact that because I'm pretty sure Mo brought this up to me close to a year now. And the fact that I just downloaded it last week, I feel like that speaks volumes because she's been talking about this for a minute. All right, so Chisa or Brown Lock Chick? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I got you, boo. All right. Look at this beautiful notebook. Are you ready to create? This notebook will allow you to write down your goals and daily tasks. It will also allow you to write down your future self, write a letter to your future self, and save it in the pocket inside for later. Are you ready to purchase? Click the link in my bio.
So this would sound good on YouTube.
Okay.
But just considering, I want you to consider TikTok and how ratchet it is, right? And I want you to consider
that's why me and TikTok ain't getting along because I'm not ratchet. I am not ratchet. I can't I'll be like, what the hell? Just like that video with Matt. I'm like, what? Y'all, I don't understand this. Maybe it's just not for me, but I am not ratchet. I look at my little views. I'm like, yo, listen, I ain't gonna never make it to 1K because these people don't like me.
But no, okay, so this is the thing, right? It's not even about being ratchet or not, right? TikTok is ratchet in general, right? But over there, it's just not even about being ratchet or not. They respond more so to content that is, Instagram is more aesthetically pleasing. They want more aesthetic content. TikTok responds to y'all. If I popped up, that's why y'all be seeing me on there with my shirts half the time, a hat on, because that's what they respond to. If I sit there and straighten my hair and put on makeup, yeah, people gonna come, and the comments ain't gonna be nothing about what I'm talking about. It's gonna be, oh, you look cute, or da, 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 and I'm like, baby, what? But if I'm sitting here with a hat on and a t-shirt with a hole in it, not saying you got to wear a t-shirt with a hole in it. They're going to be in my comments like, oh, can you respond to this? Can you talk more about this? That's what they respond to. It's just that natural, I want to see you in your real light. I want to see you when you first wake up in the light of day type of content that they respond to. So with that in mind, because the conversations that you hold, even on these Zooms, even on, when we're in one-on-ones, plastic off the sofa, exactly that. But the conversations that you have like that, that's exactly how I want you to start talking, because that's going to start getting a bit of a better connection for you with your audience. Because right now, that sounded amazing. That sounded really good, but it didn't sound good for TikTok. It didn't sound good for lives. So I want you to try it again, but I want you to think of it not even as you selling it to a friend, but if you know how when you go into Walgreens and you ask them, oh, where do I get this? And they be like, oh, it's over there on aisle so-and-so, right? They don't be like, oh, well, if you go over here, we have a great collection of blah, blah, blah. They just like, oh, it's over there. You can go over there, all the lashes, find whatever it is you need, right? I want you to have that type of energy, because on TikTok, and number one, on TikTok, when you're in your comment sections, you don't have that long to put that in the comments. You don't have all that time. When you do your reply videos, they're not looking for curated content. They're looking for, oh, you interested in this? Let me tell you about this. That's what they're interested in. They're interested in the more relaxed type of flow of talking, even on Instagram Live. So I want you to try that again, but in a more relaxed state, like how you talk to us in here and how you talk in your one-on-ones. And how you talk on your lives, you be giggling, you be laughing the whole time. So I want you to try that again. Yeah, FaceTime with the girls.
All right. You see this notebook? It's what you need for your life. You got to write everything down in it, keep track of the things, and you got a little pocket to save those little notes that'll get lost usually during the day. How about that? Should I tell you to look in my bio?
Much better. That was much, much better.
Okay.
It was much more relaxed. I'm coming on here. This really what it is. It feels like I actually use this. This is really, really good. So that was much better. But now I want you to do it again and add your call to action.
You see this notebook? You can write all your little cute little notes in it. Write down everything you need to do for the day. It even has a pocket to save the things for later. Click the link in my bio if you want to get you one.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a 7, but because of the delivery was really good, it was very natural, but we got to get more creative with directing them to the link in the bio, especially with the fact that half the time we get muted for saying it. Like it don't get pushed out. You have to get creative with it. You can't just say, and on top of that, people are so desensitized to link in the bio. They hear so much, they're desensitized to it. Like you hear link in the bio, it's not gonna make you go to the link in the bio. But
that's why I swipe left twice. In that video you kicked back to me, you were like, why you say it twice? Cause y'all need to swipe left. Like y'all need to know. Swipe left.
Yeah, swipe left is very popular, because when they swipe left, it takes them to the profile. Other things, like just get in the habit of saying other things outside of link in the bio. All right. You ready, Brown Lock Chick? Y'all know we got the poet in here. So she might spit some poetry selling this book.
None whatsoever. Okay, Jane, turn that down, please. I appreciate you.
Before you go, your soldier on the side. What he every time you get on, he popping in like, hey y'all, I'm ready.
I'm so glad y'all noticed that. The entire time I'm sitting here quiet, he out there. Soon as here he is up on my face.
Y'all, is this recording or did it stop recording once he broke out?
No, it's still recording.
Okay, cool. All right.
As advanced as technology is, nobody got time for the Wi-Fi to be cutting up. Nobody got time for your phone to be dying, especially when you're in the middle of some notes. Okay, so here we go. You need this book right here. Okay, to write down your thoughts, your ideas, everything, honey boo boo, and you can take it with you whether you at home, in the office, or traveling. And guess what? The only thing you got to worry about is getting a pen, honey. That's only 99 cents. Ain't nobody got time to be fooling with these phones. So come on and get your book today.
All right, so before I get my rating, I want to ask y'all, how do y'all feel about that before I give my rating?
First, I couldn't focus on what she was saying because her son was with the ad-libs in the back. Listen, he had me because I want to know what he's doing back there because what you were saying was not equating to what he was doing. And I feel like he should have sold me the book because you
right.
Even though I couldn't, like, you know how you when you move, you could see the shadow, and then when he come back, so I don't know if it's a duo, then y'all selling me the book, we gonna get this. But if you do it by yourself, it may be a no-go, girl. You were saying too much to me. It was overwhelming. So I focused on the movement behind you.
Okay, who's next?
Like a conversation. She come at you like she your friend real quick. Girl, you see these, come on, get it. Like, I feel like she could catch a sale that way, especially being in person. I don't know how it's gonna come off on like TikTok, but especially in person, because you catch a person's attention immediately, then they stop and they want to know what you talking about. What you talking? Well, let me see it. So I thought it was pretty good.
Okay, who's next?
I was not looking at the screen, so I heard what she was saying. I would have bought the notebook because we friends now. Like we friends now. We go together. Like we.
What she say? Real bad.
Like because it's more conversational. She talked to you like that was she pitched that like she was talking to a friend. Like she was sitting across the table from Nene and listen, you gotta get rid of the notebook because you're doing. I mean, you gotta get rid of the iPad and the phone because you're doing too much. Go on and get this notebook because you need it, sis. It was one of like that kind of conversation.
All right, Mo, what do you think? What did you think?
I agree with everything that was said. I loved how it was conversational and it was still like engaging. I didn't feel like she was trying to sell me something, but I definitely wanted to buy it because she like really gassed it up.
All right, so that would have been a 10. That would have been an absolute 10. Yeah. And this is the reason. This is the reason why that would have been a 10, because when you are in sales, you know, we hear the word sales and we think we got to sell. We completely forget you don't have to actually sell to sell. Does that make sense? I know I said a lot right there, but does that make sense? When somebody purchased from you, I want you to think of situations when you are at, you know, your cousin's house. And that's why I asked you to say it from that perspective, or when you are at your mom's house or your sister's house or a friend's house and they have something that you like, they're hyping it up just like how Annette did. They are absolutely hyping it up like, girl, yeah, I went and I got this from the Dollar Tree. Let me tell you something. I've been writing this every day. Like, this is the best thing that ever happened to me. I slide it in my purse. I do whatever, you know, giving all of those benefits real quick. And it's a conversation. You need to go ahead and get you one because it's going to change everything, right? That is what sells, because you're more likely to go get it from the store based on a personal recommendation from a friend or from a colleague or whatever the case may be than you would from an influencer, than you would from a celebrity, because it's so formal. So even in in-person sales, you have to build that chemistry with somebody. But the only thing is, you don't have that much time to build that chemistry. You got to throw the chemistry straight at them. They don't have the time to warm up to you, right? They don't have the option to, they're not giving you 3-4 hours for you to sit down and be like, well, how's your day? Tell me a little bit about your family. You got kids. You don't have all that time. So you have to treat them in your mind, create a persona for them. Okay, they got 5 kids. They here with their husband and their grandma who is in a wheelchair, because that's how I be rolling up with my kids and my grandma, you know, in the wheelchair and stuff. Create a persona in there if it makes it easier for you to talk to that person and just talk to that person. Because even though she didn't say, you know, oh, I mean, you should buy this. This would be great if you bought this, right? She like, girl, this the one. This is the one. You need to go ahead and get it because this right here, this the one. And it came across as though it wasn't even her product. It was something she had picked up and just wanted to tell you about how amazing it was. Even when I sold cars, even when I sold phones, I turned it personal. I turned it into a straight conversation between friends. And that gets you the most sales, because you drop that guard of, oh, they're trying to sell something to me. Oh, here comes an online marketer. Oh, here comes all of these different things. If you approach it as though you're looking to build an actual relationship, it gets you a lot further, because now you don't have to fight against. Let me ask y'all, have y'all ever gotten those DMs where it's like, hey girl, but you already know this person saying, hey girl, and then they about to be like, I got this program you should sign up for, right? It already puts you on edge. It puts you on edge because it's like, do I block them? Like, do I respond? Like, what do I do? Because you know what's coming next. It's the same thing. Or, how are you today? Some random person you don't talk to. And they popping in your DMs. How are you today? You say, oh, I'm good. How are you? I'm great. You should really think about da-da-da-da-da. versus someone actually coming in there, having a conversation with you, talking to you like, oh, you should come check out my live. Oh, I love that video you just did. It builds up trust and allows for you to be put into a position where you are able to actually sell to them without selling. And it makes it easier when you get on there and you start talking. Half the time, a lot of y'all have been on my lives. I'm not even talking about my products. Well, mostly I'm not even talking about my products for real half the time. I'm not even talking about my services half the time. I'm having full out conversations. And then I bring it back to letting you know where you can go to purchase or the things that I have available. But majority of that time is spent catering to the things that you may need from a particular service. That is what's going to help people feel more comfortable buying from you. Like Mo, you would make more sales being on there, having them help you pick out different outfits than you would being on there telling them, oh, you need to get this or this or this.
Right.
Janelle, you would make more sales sitting on live, girl, overfilling your nails with cuticle oil, making jokes about, crusty nails and all that other stuff than you would sitting there telling them, make sure you go get this cuticle oil, make sure you go get this cuticle oil. It's the same thing. Chisa, you would get more bookings on live talking about, all the places that you go travel, all the fun things you go do, the places you able to take your kids, than you would telling them, I want you to book with me. I can get you a really good deal. Because then they're going to be like, well, how you do that? How you go to so many places throughout the year? Like, what you be doing? And you could come and be like, yeah, I know I was a travel agent. Yeah, I know I did this. Like, this is what I do. Like, I went to Aruba for $20. Like, this is what I do. It's the same thing with all of y'all. All of y'all. So when I say we gonna be doing a lot of practice, we gonna like this week, we gonna be doing a lot of practice. I see your face, Shantae. We are gonna be doing a lot of practice. Oh, Queen D, I'm looking at your message right now. I love your call to action. I love that call to action because she was like, what's that sound on TikTok? Insert cash or select payment now. Like, that's definitely what it was given. I really would love to hear you. I would love to hear you say this. I wish I could, but what I'm probably gonna have you do, because delivery is a lot too. It's a big part of it as well. Is when tomorrow, whenever you're back home and settled or before you go live, if you could send a voice note in the chat of you saying your script for the notebook. Because I really need to, I would need to hear it as well. Well, I guess we just talk until Matt come back. If he come back.
I do have a sales question, Ursula.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to I got a weird echo. I don't know if it's me. It might be me. Anyway, when it comes to selling in the DMs, I've had a few people reach out to me, but taking them from just telling me about their problems, I'm pretty sure you've gathered, for me, I'm a pretty straight to the point kind of person. I don't do a whole lot of fluff. And so I'm trying to find the right way to, I guess, ease a person into the sale. Like, you've told me all your pain points. You told me what it is that you need. I got what you need, sis, but what's the best way to communicate that?
Let me go through my DMs real quick, because People be they be messaging me. And when it comes to my DMs, I'm a little bit more straightforward. Like, I let them tell me everything that they need to tell me. Hold on, I'm trying to find something.
Dee said she'll do it. She on her break.
Oh, you could talk right now? Oh, no, she's saying she'll
do it when she takes her break.
Oh, on her break. Okay.
That put her in the hot seat. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm looking through my DMs right now. Cause see, I be texting these people, messaging these people after the fact, so I'm trying to scroll without. To get to one of the ones where they was asking me all these dang on questions. Because I want you to hear how it sounds. Okay, I can't keep scrolling through these messages. So basically, because I be ended up messaging them after the fact, and then I got to scroll through our individual messages. But basically, this is how it would look, right? So somebody would message me, "Hey, I saw your video on TikTok. I'm wondering if you could help me out, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, hey, how you doing?" And it's like, what do you feel like your biggest struggle is? So then they go into this problem. Well, I've been on TikTok for this long. I can't do consistency, or, I can't figure out what type of content to make, or XYZ, right? And and they send me like thick paragraphs, right? Like, so it'd be full of stuff, thick paragraphs. So it'd be really thick paragraphs. So I'll be like, oh, wow, I completely understand everything that you just said. And I definitely think we can come up with a solution for that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send you the link to this. I feel like this will be the best package for you. Go ahead and book that. We can go ahead and get started. Like that. I just leave it at that, because I'm not responding to all that. Like, I'm just not. And it's not that I don't care, but if I did that for every single person that came along my way, I'd be in my DMs all day. So we can definitely go into more detail in a session. But I acknowledge the issue that they have. So if they say, I'm having the worst time with going live or creating content on a regular basis, and I'm like, oh, wow, like, I'm sorry to hear that you've been struggling with going live and creating content on a regular basis, but I can absolutely help you with that. I recommend this particular package for you. Send them the link to the package, because in your DMs you could put share product where they can click on it. You don't got to save the link or anything like that. Send them the product and be like, go ahead and get this. I think this is going to be the one that's going to work for you. Then we can go ahead and get started. So you want to acknowledge, repeat what the problem is, recommend. So just acknowledge, repeat, and recommend. And that's it.
Acknowledge. I'm writing this down. Hold on.
Because you don't want to spend, all day. You don't want to spend all day responding to people. Because at the end of the day, your time is your money. You know what I mean? Like, especially service-based businesses, your time is your money. You probably won't run into this issue a lot with product-based businesses, but with service-based businesses, people will absolutely love to talk to you into the ground and waste your time. So you don't even dive deep into what it is that they're talking about. They have all these issues. Absolutely. Dang, however you respond with that sucks or that's crazy or whatever your natural response is to that, as long as you just acknowledge, repeat the problem, recommend, and that's it. If they don't book after that, I mean, they just don't book. But it's not on you to help them through that issue when you offering a service or whatever the case may be as a solution.
Do you ever give people the option to do, like, let's say either a one-on-one or a package, or do you just send them straight to the package?
I give them the option to do either one. Like I tell them, like, cause I just opened up the 90-day intensive, right? So I recommend that, or I recommend a one-on-one. I typically recommend a one-on-one first over doing a discovery call, just because the one-on-one is like an extensive discovery call where you've had a one-on-one. I'm saying that like you don't know, but yeah. So, I typically recommend, my first go-to is the one-on-one. And then after the one-on-one, then I typically recommend another program, whether it's the membership or the 90-day program or whatever the case may be. So whatever is the easiest for them to commit to at that time is what I recommend.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Hey, I'm on break now. I'm on my smoke break right now, so I can go ahead and do it. Don't talk about my smoking. I know I need to quit. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
All right, go ahead.
So listen, I have this great notebook for you. This notebook is one of the best around. It's pink. It's beautiful pink. It's got wildflowers on the cover that reminds you of, a beautiful field of fragrant flowers. You're going to love the spacious pockets. You can put all them papers in it so you can keep them and don't lose them. So, how you want to pay for it? We take Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, whatever you got.
So I'm going to give you a 7 based on the delivery. Like the words are fine, but we got to relax. We have to relax our voice. We got to relax it, because you didn't sound very confident in asking them if they want, like how they want to pay for it. It sounded just a little bit reserved, right? And if you're going to ask somebody for their money, you got to be confident in it. You got to be like, we done led up this far, might as well pay for it. You might as well. Like, you got to be real, real sure when you say that. And it sounded a little unsure.
Okay.
So just relax it. You were going on the right path. You started off talking just how we hear you talk, and then you kind of tightened up a little bit and went more commercial.
Okay.
So just a little bit more relaxed. Just do it one more time for me.
All right. So listen, I got this great notebook for you. It's the best notebook around. It's a beautiful pink color with wildflowers on the cover that makes you feel like you're in a field with a bunch of fragrant flowers. You're going to love the pocket because you can put all your stuff in there so you don't lose it. So how we going to pay for this? We going to do Visa, PayPal, American Express, whatever you got, I take it.
That was much better. That was much, much better. You sounded much more sure when you're asking for the payments, and you sounded much more relaxed. What I want all of you guys to also focus on is you don't have to, like, your script doesn't have to be perfect, right? It doesn't have to be free of ums. It doesn't have to be free of laughter. If you naturally laugh, like those little breaks, those little pauses gives you an opportunity to think, because you don't have the time to listen to everybody else's script. You don't have that extra time to really think about what it is that you're going to say. And Janelle went first, so she didn't have the time to listen to everybody else's spiel or to come up with some, they said this, let me add on a little bit. You don't have that when it comes to selling on the spot. Use those opportunities of laughter to add in, because it adds flair, it adds personality. It also gives you a split second to think about what you're going to say next, so that you don't have those awkward pauses in the conversation, and you don't have those moments where you're like, shoot, dang it, where we freeze, because it's natural to freeze. Use what you have working with you. So if you're talking about this book and you can't think of what to say, just you talk about this book, repeat it. You know what I mean? Give yourself the opportunity to really start talking. And throughout, you know, this book, whatever, look at it. Give yourself those spaces to come up with what it is you want to say next.
Oh yeah, Ursula, I added my other videos to the Airtable. I thought they uploaded because I tried to upload them at work, but it was taking too much time. So.
I'll look at it when we get off.
We're back. I know some of y'all can see that. I don't know how long we were gone, but in my mind, I just think I realized we were gone 35 minutes. Because it was definitely not.
I thought you was gone for a minute. I thought y'all had, you know.
I tell you that how them breakout room work, baby. Before leave, buddy. Sometimes ain't never return.
I told him, I said, I guess we just gonna be in here talking till Matt come back because I ain't have a game plan for the night. Okay.
Nah. So it's getting late. One of the other exercises I was gonna do was to have y'all do it about your own brand of product. But what we can do is save that for later on this week, either through the exercises or Thursday. I'll let Ursula decide. But I want to show y'all the sales chart really quick. So you guys got to do a lot of talking. So that's good. Let's see. Oh yeah, so this is with it. So everybody in your sales chart, the main thing that you need to do is add in, go start here. Don't confuse yourself. Don't overthink it. Put your products and your prices. If you have, now, let me, because some of y'all don't put every product you got by every color. Like that, don't do that. Separate it if it's really specific. You know what I'm saying? Really specifically different. You get what I'm saying? But if it's some of the same, you can put that in here. Like if you got 4 lip glosses, just put the 4 lip glosses that you got in here. You know what I'm saying? We'll break down the different colors and stuff. Especially if you got, like I say, a long list of products, you want to make sure that you just don't overdo it. I want to throw that in there because I know some of y'all, you got a lot of products. Listen, for my service-based people, especially like you, Chisa, you, Simone, of course, put your services in here. Listen, when you making your services, one thing I want you to know is in here, you may find a service you need to add because you may have never looked at your services and your price list together. You will find it. Trust me. Me and Ursula, we do it all the time. Listen, you will find another service you need because you may have a low ticket item, a high ticket item, but put the price in there, put the product in there. Listen, right here where quantity is a goal. This is the goal for the week. So quantity is goal. So I want you to put in here your goals. Now, as we meet with y'all through this week, I edit your goals. Some of y'all, you already have goals. The Witties, I know Brown Lock Chick has them. You already got your goals. Listen, don't play with me on the numbers with the goals, baby. Don't give me no ghost numbers, as I call them. You know, as I used to talk about in them sales meetings. I say, cause listen, you give me a ghost number, I'm gonna remember that. Make your number higher next time. And I do expect all goals to be met. If there's nothing that was ever serious about, I'm serious about the selling goals. So put some goals in here that match your work ethic, but your work ethic with your push. Don't give me the work ethic you used to have. Give me the work ethic that you want to have. Now, as you put them in there, what you go do, you go have that green slot. This automatically calculates. You do not have to touch it. Not put a number in here because it's only going to just erase itself. When you fill these in and you fill these in, this go automatically come up with this number. Your week quantity is where you're going to start filling it in. And after you do that, as you get sales, whether you do this nightly, whether you do it every 2 nights, whether you do it every 3 nights, come and fill this in. I don't care how tired you is, because you shouldn't be tired at the end of the night anyway. I don't care how long the day been, at night or in the morning, or whether you have a set scheduled time to go through your business. Look at your business and come over here. You need to look at this every day because the power that this gives you is it shows you, are you actually making more money? Are you actually progressing? You get what I'm saying? How am I making money? Am I going even by week? Am I going up? So this is going to be a thing you're going to see, you're going to have, you're going to go through, and you hold yourself accountable when it comes down to this. Because this is how we see money. You get what I'm saying? Everybody I show this to, Ursula can testify. This is where you see your money at. And let me tell you something. If you meet this, you make the money, you make that money now. You make that money now. If you meet this, you make that money. I'm gonna do one quick example because I don't want to be long, and some of y'all may have questions at the end. Since we have Chisa who just has some new prices to put in, so I'm gonna go to Chisa's worksheet. And one of the biggest things I want y'all to understand is that, listen, this is going to bring out the realization of, like you say, if you think your content can sell. You understand? This will force your content to sell. This will force you to make sure that you go live. Because guess what? This chart ain't gonna move if it don't. So, okay. Now Chisa has different travel packages that she can sell. But what Chisa can do is, let me scroll down to where I can make sure I can see Chisa's face while I'm saying this. So what Chisa can do is she can make tiers because she owns her business of what type of travel people do. She also can make packages that fit people. So the first one I'm gonna put in here is kind of like what we've been talking about. So she can have a mom, it's okay to travel. And we can make it T1. And then what I can do, so Chisa, what's a good location that you know that can be, I'll say a $350 trip? Is that reasonable, Chisa? $350. You can pretty much get it for 2 days. They $350 good enough, or they're gonna need more. So 3 days, $250. All right, what type of places can they go to for $350 for 2 days?
If we like say we stay here in Florida, you could take some local.
Yo, Zoom pop back on mute. It muted you back.
Oh, sorry. We could stay at a hotel on the beach. Staying on the outskirts of Orlando and maybe going to Disney one day.
Yeah, so Orlando. Is that 2 days, or can we squeeze more days in there?
Nah, it depends. Depending on what kind of excursions you want to do. We pushing it.
So we got 2 days, a quick 2-day trip, quick little weekend getaway, Orlando. And Orlando can be like a type. You get what I'm saying? So we can say Orlando. Now, what Chisa can do now is we can say a person got another budget. So what we get, so let's see. Does 500 make a difference, Chisa?
Yeah, that you can do. You can spend. You can get. There's a deal where you can go to Orlando, the actual theme park, but it's just not being able to. You can stay at a hotel that has a free shuttle that takes you there, or do a package where like you can do an Airbnb and you could do it a group, like more than one family.
Gotcha. Okay. Now we can say her two minimum packages. She can rock out with them 2 minimum packages right there. Somebody, you going somewhere, 350, 500. Ask your baby dad. You can come up with it. I know you can. I don't care what you got to do. You heard me? Listen, he got it. You know what I'm saying? Tell him to make sure you pay child support. Listen. So now we can have tier 3 trips. And I'm gonna make an average of tier 3 trips. So and we're gonna make $1,000. So this can be a list of suggested places that she already has put together. So Chisa can go on her site and she can say, okay, I can get you to Mexico $4,000. I can get you on a cruise for $1,000, or I can get you, like, she got a list of places, but $1,000 don't get you there. You just got to choose one. You don't know where to go, but you got $1,000. These are the places I suggest. This will come with it. Easy work for Chisa, right? All right. So she got that also. Then she can tear off from there. And so this way she ain't got to make too many trips. These are designed destination trips. Because let me know if I'm right, Chisa. People who spend the money that we finna talk about right now, which is $2,500 and anywhere around $4,000. Those people, they know where they go. Am I right?
100%.
They know where they going, baby. They like, listen, this is $5,000. I know exactly where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Send me the Barbara. You know what I'm saying? The Maldives. You know what I'm saying? I love Peru. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you know, give me to Tulum. You know what I'm saying? You know, send me to Johannesburg with my people. I'm probably need about $8,000 for that trip. But y'all get the point. I keep thinking about the fact that I got to go over there one day, but I do not want to go on no 14-hour flight. But I'm getting on that plane, though. You heard me? But anyway, so now we can say, okay, for a week. You get what I'm saying? For a week, we got to put some numbers in here. So Chisa may only do, and this, listen, your products go by likeliness. Chisa can't say she go do a $5,000 trip per week. Now, get what? Unless you know something I don't know, you know, okay. Now, she can build her clientele to that point, but starting out, you got to go realistic, but you got to go with a goal. So for this to be like for a month, say she can sell one. So that means 0.4. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm going to leave this empty for now. Because as I get deep into it, it's just going to get more complicated. But say the goal, because this, I'm going to focus on the goal I want her to have, and I don't want the example to mess up for y'all. But Chisa can say, okay, she wants to make sure she sells 2 tier 1 trips for Orlando, and she want to sell 2 more tier trips for tier 2. So she got 2 tier 1s and 2 tier 2s. That means Chisa's going to make $1,700 at base for this. Let me stop right here because the rest of it is kind of obvious. You put it in here, you put it in here, you go through your week. And what she can see from week to week, she's going to get to a point to where and right here she can even see if she kept this up, how much she'll make year. And then like she got some other slides to put in there. But let me say this. I want everybody to hear me when I say this. When you see this, you have to know, and we are going to help drive you to this place. You gotta know how much of your content, not just if it's good, how much of your content does it take for you to get to it? Because it ain't gonna be no game played. And when them zero keep hitting week after week, we ain't gonna have that. I want to let you know. There's coming up a thing called non-zero days, which is where I'm going to count. And you're going to be accountable for if you had a zero. That means you sold nothing. Right now, y'all have a lot of zeros. But it makes sense because what was the one category y'all said was worse for y'all? How confident your content was in selling. Now, I want to help bridge something. Well, let me ask this question, and then I'll close with that. Do anybody got any questions about this portion or this part of the chart? And Chisa, because you have high tier stuff like this, same thing with you, Simone, do decimals. And it's going to make sense for you, okay? So when you're doing the goals, you can do decimals. But of course, through the weeks, it'll be easy because you can put in there if you sold it through a week. So this, and literally, you number your weeks up here. We usually do them by meetings, but y'all can do them from starts from Mondays. So like this one would be Monday to this Sunday, and so forth, y'all. So like that would look like, so y'all know what it looked like.
So I got a
And I
question.
want
For me, I
Mhm.
don't, I would make, if I, the way the trips work is I make the commission off of it and I don't get paid the commission until they take the trip. So technically my guaranteed would be the people I bring up under me to show my numbers. Because technically I couldn't prove to you what my commission would be until at the end. So I could sell all these packages. It's just the pack I can my biggest thing is to create the package, but the end goal of what like the no 0 days, like so if I sell the package today, it technically I wouldn't get paid today. So it would still be a 0 day till they took the trip and the commission was paid, unless I
okay.
bring in a new business partner.
So that's a good question. But for this, you still count it as a sale. Long as you got it to them, they paid for it. So the day
Okay.
they say, okay, we good, it's paid for. That part is just business for you. That's profit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Profit and
Okay.
payouts and commissions. This is more kind of just revenue, you know. Because just like some people who do this, and I work with y'all, those of y'all who have products, I have a version of this that I add pretty much an inventory slot for you. So this also helps you manage out your inventory. So you can start looking at, like, if you have your highest product, if you in Shopify, that's like if my biggest product is Southern Beard. And then I go over here and I go to the Southern Beard and my biggest, say the black, and I got 2 black. Out of all the inventory I got 2 black Southern Beard shirts or Southern Beard sweaters. Let me ask y'all this question. Do I need to make content about that sweater for this week?
I would. You only got 2 left.
I wouldn't.
So you say you would because I only got 2 left. What you say, Mo?
I wouldn't,
Why?
because I only got 2 left. I would sell something else and then hope that somebody would buy that one as a add-on instead of, because I feel like if I'm promoting this one, I'm gonna get more of, oh, when you getting this one back, you don't got my size, and then people will dip.
Right. Keyword on the dip. Now, how many of y'all understand that problem? Did anybody else have another one? Because there's actually a couple good reasons to this. This pro sales one-on-one, by the way. This is good stuff.
Similar to
I was
Mo,
thinking the
upsell
same
it with the
thing.
discount.
Hold on. Okay, Simone says sell it, but sell it at a discount. What you say, Janelle?
Upsell.
Oh, upselling. Okay.
I was thinking the same thing as Mo, honestly. Like, if I know I only have 1 or 2 of something, I'm not advertising that until I know I have a restock date in mind, or I know I got product coming, like actually on its way to me, or I'm making it, this weekend or something like that. That's the only way I sell above what my actual inventory is, because otherwise then people gonna be pissed off because they didn't get their product.
Mhm.
I'm selling something that's
Right.
not there.
Unless you do it as like a pre-sale, or like if you
Right.
say like there's only a few left, y'all, if y'all size is there, good luck to you. If it's not, go ahead and get it. It's a pre-sale. It'll mail
Right.
out next week or whatever. But I still think that kind of puts you in a weird spot, because now you got to kind of explain what it is, versus if I only got 2 left, but I got a room full of other stuff that I could sell you, I'd rather flip the stuff that I have. And if you happen to get it, you happen to get it. You know what I'm saying? But like also for me, it's like, that's why like it kind of be weird when you plan out your content, because you could very well have content around this particular piece of merch. And like, it's like, do I still put it out, or do I hold on to it, or
Oh yeah, I'm
what?
still putting it out, but my plans go change, because in a business, one thing that y'all are going to learn after following this in the last 4 weeks is how to work ahead of schedule. You and most of us here are week to week businesses. I don't like that. The only way you can properly forecast and know how much money you're going to make is if you make it move before it drops. We teaching y'all that with having your batch content already planned. So when we talking and we working, we ain't on that week done. We on the next week. We on the next month. You know what I'm saying? I do not work on September at all. I worked on September in July. This was already here. This was already done. Like for me and Ursula to do the next boot camp, you think we gonna wait till November 20th to work on? Nah, we did that worked out. That got to be done. Now I want to go back to something right real quick. Simone, you said upsell, so I'm loving how y'all talking strategy. Y'all really growing, baby. Let's get my blood boy. Simone, give me the upsell. When you say that, what you mean? What you see?
So what Mo was saying, sell something else, get them to the website, and then upsell them, say only 2 items left, get it at a discount, 5%, 10%, whatever you want to give them.
Come on.
Yeah.
And guess what? When you do that, that's going to raise your what?
Average order value. Yeah.
Y'all see how you make that money? You see how you make that money? But you gotta mix that with a product that you already got a lot of. So I'm like, listen, I'm gonna take, like she said, 5 and 10% off of these 2 that I got left. Yes, I'm gonna restock. I ain't worried about that. That campaign to come back, but I gotta get it stocked first. I done already actually messed up if it's hot and I'm out of stock of it. But it happens. I need to shift and put that gray bad boy on for Southern Beer, that blue bad boy on, or something that I got a campaign going on, and drive that. Because guess what? All of that air table, that what the post chart, that gonna come make this right here ring. That gonna come right here and make this come alive. That gonna come right here and make this work. So I wanted to show y'all that when it comes to discounts, upsells, stuff like that, like that's why when we talk about average order value, that's where you start coming in here, and instead of you putting ones, and you can put 2s. You can put 2s. That's your real strategy. And that's also the value and the power of your website, which, like we say, as we go through this, we're gonna be talking more about too. So let me close this out because I did want to give my last point. So do anybody got any more questions about the chart right now?
About the chart, I just want to know if it's a way to duplicate the chart, because my chart is partially filled out, but it's filled out basically with projections. So it got different stuff on it, but I don't know if I should take that out or if I should just duplicate the chart and then do a new one.
You see this little corner, you see where it say B9 in this left corner over here? When you press this corner, it highlights the whole thing. Right click and copy, or press Control C and it'll copy for you. So you say Control C, or you right click and copy, you go copy the whole thing. And what you do, you can make a new tab if you leaving it in your same worksheet. You go click in the right corner again and you go paste it. Okay. You got to click in the corner. Click in the corner or click the first box right here, 1A, and it'll paste it for you.
Okay, thanks.
Listen, I want to say this in the ending part because we're going to work on this a lot. Like we gave y'all this sales exercise today, which is really powerful, really amazing. All of you guys, listen, the thing I don't want you to do this week, like, don't beat yourself up. No non-confidence talk, none of that. No, I'm not good at this. We know that already. You know that already. This is about growth. It ain't about where you at. It's about, did I get better every single day? Let me give you the bona fide certified truth. This is week 4. All that stuff we went through, you need to find you a day to be real serious about your business. And if it's not filled out on that chart, go fill it out, because that's going to make you be serious about your business. Listen, you are not an employee. I want all y'all to know that right now. I say that with my chest out. You are not an employee. You are a boss. You are an entrepreneur. You are a CEO. Stop acting like an employee. Stop acting like it. Stop talking like it. Stop not presenting yourself like it. If someone else can present your brand better than you need to do one or two things. You need to sell it, or you need to step your game up. Now, saying to say this, you want to have all of that. So your brand, your target audience, listen, your routine, listen, now you got where you can batch content. Listen, you got where you getting it approved. Listen, this week, Y'all need to be solid on all that. Don't miss a beat. If you missing a beat, you still fail in week 1, and that's your routine. That's your routine. And I told you the best way to do it. I told y'all, go ahead, this, and then we talked about it again last week. Do not allow yourself to be what you was last week. Don't do that to yourself. Do not allow yourself to do that. You already know what's gonna happen. You gonna run around like a chicken with your head, like with his head cut off. You gonna do a bunch of random stuff, and you gonna have a bunch of stuff that you don't get done. No, we literally have simplified it for you. You got your content batched. It's all in there every morning or every late night. You'll see me and Ursula approving. You get what I'm saying? If you make something, put it in there. You ain't got to tell me that you made it. You know what I'm saying? Tell me at the end of the day or tell me in the morning. We'll make sure that your stuff for that morning is batched. Every morning, if you got a bunch of stuff in there, okay, Shimon, listen, just tell us which one you want to put. Because what I do anyway, I go through just
real quick. Let me say this before you get into it, because I know Simone wasn't in here earlier, so because she was getting her rest as she should. But so when you upload the stuff into Airtable, we was just kind of going over just a couple things. So put it into awaiting review. After we look at it and put the notes and make adjustments, if you go back and correct those adjustments, put it back into a waiting review, because just looking from the outside, I'm not going to know if you made the adjustments, and it needs to be looked at again so that we can go ahead and put the green mark. And then for your own accountability, change the status to post it throughout the day for the things that you posted, so that, you know, you're able to see, okay, I made sure I posted once a day, twice a day, whatever your particular schedule looks like. Make sure you're checking the notes, because if it hasn't made adjustments next to it, it's gonna have some notes in that section over there. So just make sure you're doing that, and then just updating the status so that we can go back in and look at it, so that it's easier for y'all to go ahead and you don't have to wait. Because if it still says like make adjustments, in my mind, I'm assuming that, you know, you haven't had a chance to get around to it yet or look at it yet.
And listen, for all of y'all who didn't batch, I highly suggest to you to take out some time and get all your B-roll. We are revealing to y'all the secrets of what we gave y'all in the first 4 weeks. Right now, you should be set up for mass success. You should be selling your butt out. But I'm showing you all the stuff that's in the way. I'm getting it out the way right now. So through the week, don't talk to me about it. I ain't gonna want to hear it. Because if I'm out here working my ass off, excuse me, but I want you organizing your ass, because that's the difference. It ain't hard, you unorganized. It ain't hard, you ain't making time. Take all them videos that you already got, put them jokers in albums, put them on there, go voice over till you drop. Voice over till you drop. Because all you editing is the voiceover, the words on the screen. You got a bunch of videos, do that. It is going to save you. Save yourself until you get to another batch day. You got to learn how to survive in sales. You can't go tomorrow, I did nothing. I was still trying to get it together. Wednesday, I was still trying to get it together. Thursday, you didn't make no money none of them days. How am I gonna get my money back? How as a company, and listen, I'm speaking to you the exact way when I was an executive, I was speaking to the nation. Listen, you know what I told them sometimes? How many of y'all want to get paid on the 15th? Because let me tell you something. If you go the 13th, 14th, or whatever, let me say, because it wasn't gonna be no 2 days. But if I'm looking at your sales chart and the 10th went by, the 11th went by, the 12th went by, the 13th went by, the 14th went by, you know what I did on the 15th? I gave them their last check. I said, get what? They said, my check a little big. I said, oh, we paid you early. They knew then. They just stared at me. I stared at them right there on Zoom. Sometimes it was in person. They said, I just got fired, huh? They were like, what I got fired for? You wasted 5 days. I can't get back the money you wait. I don't trust you to get back the money in 5 days. As a CEO, that's how you got to think about your business. How much money have I missed because I didn't put out another video? How much money did I miss because I didn't organize my videos? How much money did I miss because I didn't add the voiceover? And then this last one. Now that you got them videos go drop. Let me tell you the strategy, and I'm literally doing this with y'all. Drop a video. One of them time points through the day when you dropping a video, go live. Because I'm going to tell y'all the certified bona fide truth. You got to know this, and you said this, not me. If you don't have confidence that your content is ready to sell, that means it will be, because we go get it done. You got to go live. You go have to go live. Because you got to make this money. And get what? It week 4. I ain't listen. You gotta go live. And guess what? You go and get what give you the leeway to go live. If you organize, if your routine right. But if you steady playing around and not giving your business no time that it deserves, listen, you treated it like that. Make time, y'all. If it's 1 hour early in the morning, get your behind up. If you know you can't find it through the day, because you're in a real situation, Mo really got to go back to the office. Janelle really got to go to the shop and do the things. You know what I'm saying? Shantae really got to work on the logistics because she got a storefront open. You heard me? You get what I'm saying? Only so many of us are blessed to be in a place where we can just, I can pick the time. Listen, Devin really gotta go nurse. If you know that you gotta do that, your routine gotta be better than mine.
He not lying, because let me tell you something. And then just to speak back on the sales stuff, if you wasn't hitting your daily sales goals, if you wasn't hitting your weekly sales goals, they would cut you. Like they would fire you without hesitation. Because not only are you playing with their time, you playing with your own time. Like, what you here for? The difference is with your brand, the only person that can cut you is you. But you essentially cutting yourself when you cutting corners and you're not doing what you know you need to do because it's your brand. The only person that you gotta that has to hold you accountable is you. Yep. So it's much easier to try to get over on yourself because it's, I'll do this here, pick up here, whatever the case may be. You don't have nobody looking at it, checking it, triple checking it to making sure it's getting done. Yep. Oh, Mo, did your hand just go up or was it up for a minute?
It went up.
Yeah. Yep. Janelle, what you got?
Are there specific times that you all are checking and reviewing the stuff that we put up on Airtable, or are we just uploading it throughout the day? Because I don't want to, I guess, get caught up in waiting for like both of you all to check it and then not post at all. Like today I looked up and realized only one of my videos was actually uploaded and was checked. I know Ursula reviewed it and gave the go ahead, but I know you hadn't looked at it yet. Are we waiting for both of y'all? Like, what I guess is the protocol as far as that's concerned, as far as posting? Because I just want to make sure I'm doing my checks and balances before I just post whatever.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Matt's gonna make a flyer. I'm not even gonna lie and say I'm gonna make the flyer. Matt's gonna make the flyer. Of the times. I'm actually probably gonna sit on with him like 10 minutes after to figure out times that kind of work best with us, because I know everybody has different schedules, time zones, work, and all the other stuff. To have multiple times throughout the day that we check, make adjustments, and have the make adjustments check time so that you can go ahead and get that posted.
Yep, same. Cause we're gonna have a time, like we'll definitely tell y'all in the morning. I'll give you an exact time. But definitely mine is going to be something like before 9, like by 9 o'clock, all your stuff will be out in the pool. So that's why I say that's a thing you want to be doing early in the morning. You up at 5, you up at 6. You know what I'm saying? If you get 2, 3 of them in, you get what I'm saying? Or if you a late at night person, you can voice over video real quick, boom. You know, you can have the pieces. That's why you want to create. Spend you some time in it, however that work for you, so you already got something flowing in there. That's the power. Like I said, that's the power of your batch day.
So just
pick a post.
To confirm the voiceover videos, right? For those, what would I do? So like I went for a walk and decided to do those scenery videos as well as myself in those videos. How would I use those?
Tell us a story and make sure it lead into your product. Always, if you don't know what to talk about, go problem and solution. Story time, problem and solution. You get what I'm saying? Because remember, you want to remember, like we talked about last week, target audience pain points. So when you walking, when you on that peaceful walk, you can give us the tone of the look, but you talking about, if I'm walking beachside and I know I'm talking about, I'm like, one of the biggest struggles that so many people have is just your website. It can get frustrating over and over and over again. You don't know what to do. And I find clients like this all the time. But one thing that brings me so much joy is that I find peace in so many people being able to have that function out of their way and off of their desk. And let me know, what would you do with the freedom of your website being where you want it to be? Talk to me. Boom. Done.
I'm so used to everything being up here in my head and not talking.
No, seriously, even if you don't do a story time, just like how you talk about, the 3 apps that you can use on Shopify, you don't have to showcase the actual screen. You can put the names of them on the screen of the video.
Because that takes a lot of time to do intro, the hook, the CTA, and then the tutorial, the meet.
Yeah, you don't have to do all that. Sometimes you could just showcase it and they can figure it out on their own, or they can get a session with you. You don't have to always overextend yourself in your content.
Okay. Awesome.
Yep. And you need some of that too, that's shorter, more to the point. Because
some long ones.
Yeah, if you keep making your long teaching, they just go wear you out. And you put out good information, but to help yourself with the algorithm, hit them with some of them short points and use some of them videos like I showed you. If you need some more examples, I'll tell you what hashtag I use and you can find them. But you got really good 15 and 30-second videos out there nowadays of people just one gym. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
Bo, what you gonna say?
So I was going back and forth with the idea about going live tomorrow. I'm on the fence. So tomorrow's my birthday. I don't believe in working on my birthday, like at all, period. I'm off this whole week and I'm not working. But I feel like I should go live, but I also haven't done any type of prep work in order to do so. So like if I did go live, like would I need to be like near my product, or could I like literally just be somewhere and talk for like 30-45 minutes, or even get ready to go?
First, I want you to ask yourself a question and I want you to answer what you think I'm gonna say.
I mean, I think you would say that I need to be near my product.
That ain't what I was gonna say. That ain't nowhere near what I was gonna say.
What did she say you were gonna say?
That I need to be near, that she need to be near her product.
Oh. What was you gonna say?
I thought you was gonna say that too.
Go live, girl.
That's gonna tell you go live.
Go
and
live.
Put a discount of, well, maybe not a discount, but
Your birthday don't mean nothing, girl.
I don't think he's gonna tell you to go live on your birthday.
First of all, you gave up the rabbit when you said you was off for the rest of the week. So you can have tomorrow off, but Wednesday you belong to me.
So it's like, but then it would kind of be cool. Like it's like a birthday live. Like I wouldn't mind like blocking off like an hour. But
I don't care what you do. Wednesday, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I may be calling you.
That's fine.
And Mo, is you ready? Get on live right now. Right now. Get in the line.
What kind of celebration you be doing? Because if you got your whole day is planned out, listen, you would do a big kind of person over there, girl.
What you mean?
I could block out an hour.
I mean, I could block off. I mean, like, so I don't really have anything going on tomorrow. Like the kids.
But being serious, you need to get a flyer. You need to get it. You need to put the flyer on the video like you do. You already got a formula for that. Ain't no need to overthink that. You dropping a discount because it's your birthday. You talking to them Virgos. That alone, Mo. Last time I told you to do that, well, the first time I told you to do that, you made $800 in a day. We just going for that again. You didn't go live that day, and that was July 4th. That was a holiday. So it's the same thing. If you feel like you want to go live to follow up with that, do it. But just make sure you pushing that sale. You don't need no prep. Like,
I don't have no flyer. I'm like, I don't even know. See, now I'm like, shit, because I don't even know what video.
No.
Stop. Mo is just, oh my God, she overthinking everything. Then on top of that, Mo, like in your cash, you know how they be like, oh, if you get on the video with your hair messed up, and they be like, if you say anything about my hair, you anti-black. You can say, if you say anything about whatever, you anti-Virgo. Like you know, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Just map out your day. If you know you going to brunch and you outside of the cute little restaurant, go live outside of the cute little restaurant for brunch. The flyer already out there. You can quickly tell them, listen, Virgo season, blah, 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 blah. This is what I'm doing for my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you got all them videos. You got a lot of B-roll to use to put that flyer on. And listen, if you want to be super successful, drop it 4 times tomorrow. Drop that, work your stories, drop it again, drop it all 4 times throughout your story. You know what I'm saying? So that you make sure that is getting pushed. If anything, give us the stories of your birthday date. You get what I'm saying? Like, make it fun. And it's a Virgo birthday tonight. Like this. That's what them folk want. You don't be hearing Simone like, I need my dose of bold stories today. Like, just do that. You ain't got to. We ain't invent nothing for tomorrow. Make that flyer tonight. Make sure you got them B-rolls ready. Drop and go tomorrow. You go live, you go live. If you don't, just make sure you drop that stuff and see me on Wednesday.
I guess I could send an email. Like, I started working on it and then the day started daying, and I ain't even finished.
Right, and you know what you should have did when that happened? Just went back to your routine. What I told y'all, you ain't got to get everything done on your routine in a day, especially if the day go crazy. You just got to close out the day with what was most important. That's all you did. Just close out the day with what was most important. That's all they got to have. Because you can always reset your day. Remember, I told y'all, your superpower is that you are before time. You know Tuesday is coming, but Tuesday can't do nothing about it until it comes, because it's trapped in the time that God put it in. But you can say, I already know what I'm gonna do on Tuesday. You just got to be a person of your word and do it. You know? So I expect to see each of you guys live tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? At some point in time through the day.
Does my live today count for tomorrow? It's midnight already here. You have to go live again.
I never thought that you would be a person that would try like that. I'm baffled. I am appalled. You know that you get.
So tomorrow evening, you want me to go live again?
Yes.
Y'all gonna be heading to I can't remember which week it is. I have to look. Where y'all gonna be going live every day that week. So except for your scheduled day off.
Okay.
Don't come on camera looking like that.
What?
Looking like that.
You said we're doing what?
You heard it.
It's not this week. I can't remember which week it is.
Y'all acting like that now. You gonna be on live all the time. Once you get your first dose of them 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sales that come through on the live, you gonna be like, ooh, you ain't gonna want to get off. You gonna be sitting there looking at them. Anybody else want to buy anything? You be like, whoever want to buy. Let me read David's question. Quick question on the brand chart. What should I put in the look column? Since your stuff is kind of stylish, like stylish scrubs, like you can put stylish or fit. because technically, like you kind of got that too. Like casual fit. I mean, I said styles. Casual fit is the look. But yeah, but listen, I'm dead serious. Like, I want y'all to, like, my pride is in this for y'all to stand out and y'all get what ain't nobody get. Nobody get this much time. Y'all got to remember, in my routine, I go to bed at 8:30. It is 10:25. You going live. Oh, you going live. Unless you want me to pull up, or you going.
You just cussed at me. I just want you to know. That's what I feel like right now.
So look,
So what's the
fact
subject of the live?
that's gonna be for you to determine.
Oh.
So let me tell you something. It's not happening this week, so y'all got like a whole week or 2 weeks. I gotta check to come up with what y'all gonna talk about every different day.
Please
and you can
check.
send them in for. You
So
can
I can
send them
prepare my
in
mind.
if you want, advice about the topic or ideas about the topic. But you got like a whole week or two. I gotta
But
check.
Matt just said go live tomorrow. So what? I don't know what my topic is.
Great. But yeah, tomorrow. If you listen. So all y'all ladies, if you was dating somebody, can they text you today and not text you tomorrow?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
if it's
kind of
new, yeah.
Yeah.
You from Baltimore, so stop.
It kind of depends. Like I don't even be mine really.
Don't do that. It depends. Like, okay, we're not gonna get too personal, but yeah, I mean, it depends. It ain't that serious. Like,
I ain't talking about that. You know good well. Well, y'all try me. I don't know what got into y'all on Monday, but you know
just
good
talk about. She said, "I'm not that pressed."
Huh? What she said? What you say, Chisa?
I said I'm not that pressed because she's talking about me. And man, I'm gonna need you to say Baltimore, not Baltimore. Stop being so proper.
It's actually Baltimore.
got a D.
I hate Baltimore.
It's a D.
Baltimore. No, get that T in there. It's Baltimore. That Baltimore.
I'm so used to saying Baltimore. It sounds weird to me when people say Baltimore.
Yeah, it's Baltimore. It's with a T.
That's from living in DC though. Blame me living in DC and going to Howard. That's and working in Southeast DC. Listen, Southeast, not Southeast.
Now she dropped the T's out of everything.
She's dropping all the T's, yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Well, I will be live tomorrow 6:30 in the morning because I haven't found a new time to go live yet. So
I'm
an early morning person. I'm the earth. So right now I'm gonna go back 6:30 and
your live at this point is the coffee shop that black folks can't never catch. Like
it definitely is. I'm the snooze alarm clock. Like if you hear my voice, you just hit the snooze button because it's almost time for you to get up. That's me. Look at that. That's me. But you know what? I get a lot of foreigners though. I'll get people from London and the one guy, I call him Mr. Turner from Ghana. They come in my room because it's like 2:00 in the afternoon and stuff for them. I mean, I get some morning people, they'll say, yeah, I'm just listening to you. And they getting ready. I'm going to find another time, though.
Yeah,
I do got to find another time.
We need them when they buy, not when they
I need to find a time.
Brushing their teeth.
I'll think of a new time. I got to figure out a new time. During the day is not a difficult with my job.
Yeah. And kudos for those of y'all now, because I don't want you to feel discredited, who did go live today. Simone, Shantae, Devin, all of y'all who went live today. Listen, keep going, keep building, and I'm gonna remind y'all of some of the tricks. Remember, people who comment, and that's why I've been showing y'all this week how to create engagement in your posts. Because remember, the trick that I'm teaching y'all, trade secret, is you save them favorites, go take down them names, and when you go live, share it to them people. Because those are people who already interested. They commented and told you they were interested. Share that bad boy to them, and I promise you, it's gonna bring. Listen, it's gonna bring you up because you at least got them to sell to. I ain't expecting you to find a bunch of random people to sell to. Like, no, but at least create you some engagement and sell to them. And go down that list. If they ain't bought nothing yet, I keep sharing them. Because I don't know what day they get paid, but I'm gonna find out.
Can you go back to the lives and look and see who the viewers was or stuff?
Who was in the live?
Yeah, like what you're saying, like go look and see or save them. Like once you're done and you left it, like can you go back? Like
I think when you go back, it only lets you see the recordings. But
okay.
if you go back and it shows you who added to the live, most do that. But your best thing to do is when you end the live, click when you see their heads and take a screenshot. I know I always do, especially if I had some new people in there, because I'm likely not gonna remember their name. But that's how you scout them people out. So do that. Yep.
I was a little upset. Your live went crazy earlier because I hopped in there because I had something to say and then it froze.
Yeah.
And just went.
So I
was like the day I was gonna talk.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else, which I appreciate you, and I want you to keep doing it. That's what I want you to do. Get in there and get involved. But I let my phone down on purpose because y'all was talking so well that I couldn't stop y'all. And I was like, I feel like I'm gonna be rude if I stop them. So when I sat there like this, I was really like, they don't know that their battery finna die. But when they do, I'm gonna just walk out the house. And that's literally what I did. I just walked out.
That's hilarious. It was
a
bunch of people
messaging Matt, like Matt good for that. He'll do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, they were on there like, did it screen froze? What happened? I'm like, yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
So I'm glad I know that.
Yeah, but that's good. But don't be afraid to do that. Like get in lives too, in conversations where it add value. You know what I'm saying? I do have an idea for something like that for y'all, but I am not going to give it to you without you establishing yourself first. But I definitely have a formula for something to help y'all, but we're not going to do it until I know all of y'all are going live. And y'all already do it. Chisa go and hers be good, Mo go and hers be good. So everybody go with it. We already know. Shoot, we had the most people in the live in here when she go live. You know, shoot, Janelle, you went last weekend, didn't you? What was it, Friday, Saturday? Yeah, get out there and talk to them folk, man. Even like sometimes when you just doing there, you got a quiet client, Janelle. Do you got the little thing with the tripod where you hover over their feet? Girl, you better do that. Maybe like 600, 700 people in them type lives sometimes. Shoot.
So just watching me doing nails, not talking about nothing in particular?
It'd be 900 folks.
They'll be sitting in there having their own conversations.
Okay, because I've done that before, and I don't have a problem with doing that because I normally set up my other phone so I can see the comments or whatever. But
do it all the time.
You
can do that every day.
Then I'll be alive all day Wednesday, all day.
Shoot, you can do that. Them folks, shoot, you know how many lives I go to? I just watch them cut hair for about an hour. And just like, look, just like they said, we be in there having our own conversation.
That's true.
Okay, so I can go live and do
I get people who like to the ASMR of it, the filing and all of that. I like I said, I've done it before.
Wow.
I just, again, I'll be overthinking. Me and Mo.
TikTok different. You can't get away with that on Facebook. TikTok, yeah.
But see, and I did it on Instagram because I'm not able to go live yet on TikTok. I've done it on Instagram several times though, and I get people who, they watch me do nail art or they watch me do a full set of acrylics or whatever, and people are content with that. So now I know I'll definitely go live more often, and I could still do Q&A in the midst of that because I'll have both phones on me.
Will that method work for me as well? Just set up the ring light facing my monitor for a website. Because I have to be at my computer.
I go to Lucy's live. I don't know if y'all know Lucy, but she come around on me a lot. And Lucy do graphics. Lucy's so good at this point. She takes her screen to the black side when she want to speak to you, and you can see her image in the screen, and that's how she speaks. So she just
Yeah, I can
typing
do
the black
that.
saying, "Oh,
Okay.
hey man," and she switched back to the graphic. Now hold on, now this does not excuse you having lives where you show your face and talk and show your personality, but you can throw these in there too.
Okay.
Yeah. And so only if you knew this a thing, and this really for all of y'all. The more y'all get y'all presence out there, the more people go swarm. Because let me tell you something, and you want to be doing it now because it's takeover mode. I don't know if y'all been watching me or noticing, but I am taking over a whole nother territorial side of TikTok. I want all of it. If there's real estate to be had, I'm getting it. You understand? So y'all want to be doing the same thing. And trust me, people buy. When I was on that live today, early, saying that crooked letter gear, you know what you didn't see? Shopify, Shopify, Shopify. When we switched conversation, the funny thing was I wish I was screen recording. It switched to Calendly. That's why we met Ursula. We used to tell for all the time we used to do stuff while y'all sitting here talking to us, waiting to book. Somebody is sneaky enough to say, I ain't finna type no comment. They just go and book. So while that one lady kept talking about some, ooh, I need to do it. Somebody else, 200 people booked it. I said, she gonna be asked out. Yeah, over here talking about some. I had to scrap up my pennies. Well, you better send them pennies on over. Cause I'll delete a link in a hot minute. Y'all got any other questions?
So does this mean I don't have to go live tomorrow at 6:30 until I find a new time? You about to poop me out the Zoom.
I sure thought about it.
Now his phone gonna die on the Zoom, and we gonna be like, "What happened, man?" Like,
thought about it, but yeah, I expect to see you. I expect to see you. And your product's too hot right now. Your video's too hot. You need to be live. That's the thing y'all need to start seeing too. Like right now, going live for me, which some strange reason they don't work half time for me. Y'all get more viewers than I do. But it be times where it's hot. Right now, me is you gotta know when you hot. I picked the Mississippi Welfare Campaign. I got all my numbers back in business because they were shouting at me over there. Well, get what? Them folks over there now trying to elect me to run for governor because I've been out there going off. I told them put everybody in jail. Tomorrow I got a video dropping about we need to vote and kick out the DA. I might need to go lock down my social security number, something like that. Fooling with the government for.
What I did notice about the live this morning was I guess I'm figuring out what time is best for me to go live, because usually when I go live, it's very random. So when I went live this afternoon, like afterwards, my notifications reflected it. Even though it wasn't a whole bunch of people in there, I guess people that stopped by or they went ahead and looked at the page and liked stuff and commented or watched videos. But that didn't really happen during, say, later lives. Like, I don't know if it's the afternoon thing, but earlier seemed to be better for me.
It's not really a trick to it like that. It sometimes your audience suggest it, but let me tell you something. Until you're consistent, you ain't gonna know. Until you're consistent, you ain't gonna know. When Ursula was on a consistent role in a situation with a live, we knew to come at night. Besides then, it didn't really matter. When we saw a live, we got in the live. You get what I'm saying? When I was consistent on in the morning, that's when people started looking for me in the morning. So it don't really do any of them and fill it out. Work your routine, because I want you to go live the best time for you. Whenever you feel best and feel like talking, that's when you go live. You get what I'm saying? Because if you ain't feel good, then you don't want to do it. You can get on, and if you get on, then you're like, man, I ain't really want to do it. Nah, whenever you know the best time of day for you and how you operate, that's when you go live. Don't you'll figure out the time for them, you know. But they don't know what they like until they like. Because there's almost nobody even right now that I can think of out of all the people I know on TikTok And I say in the morning, them folk gonna be live, so I'm gonna go over there. Everybody kind of whenever right now. You know what I'm saying? I just know the people who use it at night. I know people use it in the day and who use it in the morning. But they ain't gonna care till you consistently do it. Yep. Good questions. I'm glad y'all engaged. Y'all got a lot of energy, and I want to tell y'all I appreciate that for y'all. I don't know if y'all been taking your green juice, your mind, body, right, green juice or what, but y'all been on it today. That's good. Reserve some of that energy though. What is it, Annette?
It's a good one. I ain't playing, no, seriously. So would you suggest, I know sometimes I'll see people do like a registration, like register for lives, or like put something in your story saying, hey, I'm about to go live, like, you know, for the next 30 minutes or so, like do the live countdown on the post. See that? It was a good one.
It helps. Don't weigh too big on it, because TikTok is so weird that they may show that joker to 10,000 people after you go live. So
yeah, I believe you.
but it definitely draw a few people, like I forgot her name. One of the girls at Ursula Group, DI Beauty Bar. She sent out a message earlier to me, R&B night. I had never been to one of her lives, and I went by there before we came out. I went by there. So it works. It works. And then, did you do that when I asked you about asking your homegirls? Did you ask them what I told you to ask them? What they say?
Yeah, they want working on the schedule, a day that we often do it. Because like she was live earlier today, but no, I couldn't get in there because I was dealing with him. But we were all in the chat. But nobody got in the box, but we was in the chat. I know you want us to get me. Huh?
I'm gonna talk to all y'all because y'all was all there.
Yeah, we were. It was all of us except for King.
Yeah. Paparazzi back.
She in and out, not really.
Okay. I'm gonna holler at check on. All right, y'all got anything else?
One more thing, real quick. I really think y'all need to hop on this photo collage trend challenge because it's very, very popular right now on TikTok and on Instagram.
To get you to delete the background and switch to the next picture.
Yeah.
I don't know who they.
Can I use? You have a link for that?
Yeah.
It's in the chat.
It's on TikTok. I'm gonna send y'all a screen recording of what it looks like, how to get there. But all you do is upload the pictures. It takes the background out for you.
It's a template.
Yeah, it's a template.
Is that the one with the Beyonce song? She's talking about pop.
Yeah,
pop,
where it's
pop,
pop, pop, pop. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I saved that one. I saw that on Instagram, but I was like, Ursula said we can't do photos.
So when you do photos, it's in the instances of like that. Like it's an extremely popular trend because they don't do well on their own or just regularly. But ever so often we do have these trends that pop up and you hop on those.
Yeah. Now remember to make it a promo post. Just go do that. But like, so Brown Lock Chick, you want to make sure you put emphasis on your accessories in the pictures that you use. Because otherwise, that joker might get a bunch of numbers for nothing. But it'll help your algorithm.
Yeah. All right, y'all. This was lovely.
Evan said make sure you send it to the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in a group.
Oh, I just did the one I saw on Instagram. I just sent it in there.
Okay, I'm gonna send a template, like how to get to the template, a screen recording.
Real quick, since it's a template and just photos, we put a call to action in the comment under it.
Yeah. You don't put anything, none of that in the video, it'll cloud it.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all look definitely wore out. I know I am. You know.
No, we don't. They not. This one day, we bodies and they not. Because usually they be halfway sleep by that point. They lit today. They lit. I like it.
Matt, could you stay on for like an extra 5 minutes just so we get these times?
Yep. I want to let you know I'm be eating.
That's fine.
But okay, you guys, have fun. Simone, don't stay up and work too late because you got that look in your eyes. I know you went to sleep. Go back.
I have some stuff I need to finish. I wasn't supposed to go to sleep as early as I did. I fell asleep too early.
Look, apparently life was life in the day, so I understand.
This is it.
He said, "Rest, my child,"
But
and you did.
when them naps, it be daylight when you go to sleep.
I
Then
still
you
have the
wake up,
clothes on. That live took all the energy out of me.
hey, you wake up, you be so shook. You be like, woo! I tell you, boy. I tell you.
All right, y'all. Well,
Night, Mo. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mo. Because it's
Happy
it
birthday,
is your
sugar.
birthday
Almost
here.
her birthday here.
Time, yeah. In 15 minutes, her time.
Happy birthday, Mo.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you. Thank y'all.
Yeah. Eat some
It's
sushi,
next
like smothered catfish tomorrow, something like that.
Man, I don't do catfish, bro.
I'm sorry, what?
Catfish?
Girl, catfish is good.
Don't worry about it. Country folks.
No, I
say
don't
that.
eat seafood. I don't eat seafood, but I ain't never heard of no
catfish is just like eating the pig. You know what I'm saying? It's the nastiest.
The devil is a lie.
I can't do that.
It tastes
There's
so
no such a
good.
thing of a reference. You don't reference no pig with no catfish.
Right.
The bottom feeder.
They're bottom feeders just like crabs, but they taste so good.
I mean, I'll indulge in a little crab.
No
I got
bottom
I
feeder.
gotta pick and choose.
You know what you can feed her? You know why y'all saying that? Do you know what you can feed a pig?
Pigs
A whole
eat metal.
person.
Yeah.
You can feed a pig a case of old Milwaukee, and they go eat all of it. The cardboard box came in and everything.
Yes, sir.
If you've never seen a drunk pig, that's how I know you haven't been to Mississippi. But that's a story for another day. Bye, guys.
Good night, y'all.
Night,
Bye,
guys.
y'all. Matt, you gotta turn off the recording.
You sure right. You should have been did that.
They Daviana and